shit too. You all was the one ever since my hair was me and my brothers be ballin' like all three. I can never leave my brother Mario Luke. I can tell the weather, but I can feel it in the air, rain coming soon. Oh, they talking hot, cool, and more vibe. Making shower on the block, no shampoo to the metal.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the 2434 podcast where anything is possible and we learn from our wins and losses. Heck speaking, and I'm here with a very special guest. Or, at this point, we gotta stop saying special guest, and we're gonna call him my co-host. How's that sound?
Yeah, might as well be the co-host at this point.
Gotta say, out to my son. But you know what? Since we got some more heat for y'all, we gotta drop a special tune for y'all because my man's got a lot of bangers out.
You already know that.
All right, let's
go ahead and tap into that.
Oh! For sure. Villen, for sure. I know them niggas gon' hate, so I never give a fuck about what they telling me. Bullets go right through your brain. If you survive, then you won't have no memory. F-word, I go at K's, QP's, few G's, it felt like a spelling bee. Nigga been louder than praying. Whenever you up in a room, then I'm entering. This nigga sick of they louder than praying. Whenever you walk in a room, then I'm everything. This nigga sick of they cannon. With niggas that's fighting and not around. Niggas ain't giving shit, so tell me if you ride it. Niggas that's coming. I got a shooter with me, a little bit, and he on the left of me. Let's get low, we hit pick and rolls for sure. I can't go broke, I'll kick in your dough for sure. I got a ball, the nigga is not for sure. I got a it tastes like Fanta, but I bought a vote for sure. Yeah, for sure. I'ma go, I can't fall. Pocket swole, big and roll. Diamonds dance, deep it go, and tango. Silly hoe, I hit and go.
Yep, so shout out the boy, the man, the myth, the legend. You know what they say? Three time. Bill is back for the third time. Now, all I gotta say is, my first question is, how's everything going with the knee, bro? I know you've been posting on Coach Villen, at Coach Villen on TikTok. Go follow that, by the way. And also, we are officially on TikTok at 2434 Podcast, and we are on Twitter. But I don't be tweet. I got a life, so I don't be tweet. The only Twitter fingers I have is on the segment as a comment is only the segment, so I don't really be tweeting like that.
Wow, 2434 Global, all socials.
2434 Global on all socials. All right, so what you been up to?
First of all, great intro as always. Glad to be back as always. And second of all, my knee, man, but I'm seeing some good progress. I'm getting a good degree of motion. They've unlocked my brace so I can flex it 90 degrees. I'm in physical therapy, getting back to walking and stuff. I'm on one crutch instead of two, and I'm putting weight on the knee and all that. Doing some exercises to help strengthen my quad and whatnot.
Ah, snap. My son Villen about to be doing East Bay windmills after this.
Yeah. Jump out the gym better than ever. Nah, I'ma chill. I can't be a slasher no more after this.
That's great. So, right, that's great to hear. So my question is, what is your projection?
Their projection is 2 weeks that I'll be back fully walking. Of course, it won't be like normal, but, as I get to that level, I'll be walking normally soon enough. For sports, they project I won't be clear for 9 to 12 months. Yeah, facts.
And you know what I say? It is what it is.
Definitely.
Like, it is what it is, bro. You gotta understand something. It kind of gives you a whole different level of perspective about what these NBA players go through when they go through a serious injury. Because believe it or not, bro, imagine just sitting there. You to start from being able to do an East Bay windmill to just being able to be at ground level is kind of crazy. If y'all trying to sit there and see his ACL journey, go follow at Coach Sagara on Instagram and on TikTok. Right? That's everything you got?
Yeah. No Twitter yet. No YouTube yet. Just on TikTok right now. Till I further expand.
Here's what I say. Follow him, Coach Matthew Sagara on Instagram and TikTok. And let's get into it. So first things first, we're gonna go over. So today we are currently in the dead zone of the NBA. Boo! Translation: there is nothing to talk about besides the preseason in football, and the preseason is about 2 weeks away. So
Long 2 weeks.
we're gonna talk about Villen's pickup experiences. So the questions that we're gonna ask is from which course that he enjoyed playing at. Does he believe 2K helps playing basketball in real life and vice versa? How many points you think you could score average in an NBA game? For $1 million, you could be an NBA player in a one-on-one, and who?
That's a good one.
Which street ball platform do you believe is the best? So, the next chapter, off the dribble. There's Rico Hines, right, with their pro runs, and Bull's Life. And if right, then we're gonna talk a little bit about the next chapter. Who would like to play in a one-on-one? Which state takeover is the best? Name your top 5 players in the street ball space. Twitter fingers, and that's it. So since right with all these segments, we got a packed show for y'all. But real quick, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. With all that being said, let's get it. Which park in NYC would you prefer to play in, and which park you would not go back into?
The number one park to play basketball in New York City is Brooklyn Bridge Park in Dumbo, Brooklyn. There is no better balling experience there. We got the views there of the Manhattan River line with coastline, whatever you want to call it. You see all the skyscrapers and all that. Even if it's hot, it's always a nice breeze, so you could play. It's cool. The courts are level ground. All the rims is up to date, fixed, straight. No double rims. There's 8 courts, so you always got a game somewhere. There's people from all over the city pulling up. So there's comp. It's literally like 2K if you go there, bro. Like, no funny. You got the comp courts, and then you got the other courts that's more lackadaisical and all that. It's crazy, bro. There's no better place than going there.
Brooklyn Bridge Park. I'm not gonna hold you. I got a story about that park.
Yo, many stories.
Bro, I love the environment of Brooklyn Bridge Park. I'm just gonna let you know something. Because it's in Brooklyn, to anybody who's uninitiated, be smart. Because it's easier to get there for them to get to you than you to get to them.
Yeah, it does get physical over there, to say the least.
So be smart, be safe. Now for me, I gotta go by Pier 20, between Pier 25 and Pier 40. Parks down by the Hudson River.
I don't like those.
And I like them because they're not, bro. The competition there is great.
Yeah, definitely.
Bro, like, let me explain something to you, bro. I went there one time. It's like their 7-hour nexus. If you really trying to get real competition, go there. Make sure I'm gonna tell you is, don't bring no jabronis with you. Don't bring no scrubs.
Yeah.
And TLC said, I don't want no scrubs. You better be singing that song when you pull up in there, because best believe, if you lose, you are not getting back on the court for 3 hours. You might as well go to another park.
Facts. There's only one court. That's why you cannot lose. You get on the court, you cannot lose. It's quiet.
Especially with 3-hour nexus, because now you sitting there tight as a mug because you sat there because your teammate sold you.
Facts.
But I can tell you this much. From my experience playing there, the game's always been the competition's always been good. The people are always respectable. You just learn from that experience from playing the game. I could tell you, like, from my experience playing over there, I always sit there and say this: when you're playing basketball enough, you're gonna find good and bad of every single park. Right? I can tell you this much. The only thing I generally don't enjoy is like how packed out it gets.
Yeah, facts.
But that's my opinion. Right now, another park that I would recommend if you have time, you check it out. Check out check out Brooklyn Bridge. If you are a tourist and you're not from New York, check out Brooklyn Bridge Park. Check out Pier 25. Check out Pier 40. Also check out Dykeman. Now, don't be talking. Dykeman is the hood.
Facts.
Literally. So don't be sitting there. Don't be coming in there wearing flashy jewelry. And you know what? Because best believe, you come in there, we got one.
Unless you got your peoples with you.
So unless you got
them peoples.
Them
Not
people.
just any people's, them people's.
If you're not outside New York City, you got to sit there and play in the Rucker, Eichmann, not Gersh.
Yo, I hope that Gersh like a couple times. It's not. No one. The comp is not that good there.
Really, it's that bad. It's trash.
Yeah, only though. It's only when they have the tournaments that there's comp there, but you got to play in the tournament.
That's fair. I mean, bro, you also got to understand something. Gersh is in Brownsville, right?
It's in East New York.
Oh, I'm very lenient about going to Brooklyn because Brooklyn, there's some parts in Brooklyn where you can sit there and leave your door unlocked, and there's some parts of Brooklyn that you need to sit there and carry
Protection.
like a shield,
Yeah.
right? Like a whole shield. Like you need a whole shielded bulletproof vest to go through that area.
Like,
That's why I say be careful when you're living in Brooklyn. If you're not from Brooklyn, be careful in Brooklyn. But Gersh, if you are from East New York, I think Gersh was a good spot to play in. If not, West 4th Street. If you're trying to get really good runs, West 4th Street is actually another good spot. The only issue is, there's only going to be days where there's going to be comp, and there's going to be days when it's not. And all I gotta say is, me and Villen ran through, got some dubs in West 4th Street. I know that for a fact.
facts.
Oh shoot! I still remember that. I said, yo, when I get the ball, I'm pulling it from the leaf. Trash. Now we gotta talk about the flip side, about courts that we will not play in. So, Villen, what park do you not want to play in?
It's a good list, but I'm gonna have to say, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to say that those parks you just named, the Pier 25. I'd rather not play there.
Why, man? Why not?
Just like the way you described it. Only if I had a 5, I would go there.
That's fair.
I'm not gonna pull it there on my own.
Mess around.
Play
you
with
miss a
randoms.
lane. Mick.
That or I don't even know the name of this park, but it's like near Horatio Street, by the Notre Dame High School.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the name of that park. Well,
I
park is so good.
know exactly what you're talking about. When we played that one-on-one, I almost died.
Facts.
I'm gonna tell you this story. So me and Villen used to be competitive back when we was younger. I played a one-on-one. I blew by him. He found me. I slipped and almost ended up in the ER. He said, I was like, after that, I was like, yeah, we ain't playing back here. We ain't back here no more.
Yeah, no easy buckets though.
Never easy, but yeah, that's not the words of a hack. Oh shoot! Like there's some parks or some basketball courts where you look at the vibe and you go, yeah, this is not really my vibe to be.
Right.
To be right. Me, Tompkins.
Trenches.
All I gotta say is I have a story for that. Names are going to be changed to protect the innocent. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. All right. So I'm playing ball at Tompkins. Me and my man's with the Tompkins, playing ball, getting buckets, throwing up bricks, turning the ball over. I was 19 at the time. What happened was my man's goes, yo, Brody, be careful, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Remember I used to have a Nike Elite bag, right?
Yeah.
It was lime green.
Yeah.
So I look up, I'm bringing the ball up. Somebody's going in my bag. So as I'm looking, all right, so I said, check, Rock. I'm like, yo, what you doing? Da 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 da. Oh, we have the same bag. Now, I caught him looking at my. This is where my hood sense is bad, and I regret this. First thing first, he said, moment I seen homie with the bag, I just took the ball and said, hit him with the big.
Where the Jokic touchdown.
He said, right? But the problem is, knowing these offenders, they would have sat there and said, they were trying to take this. I realized it was for that. It was intended for that dude.
Facts.
So he went in my bag. Okay, he went in my bag. I had my wallet. I had $17 in my wallet. Now, first things first, the dude is a grown ass man. when you realize you seen a wallet in this that's not yours, I digress. So what ended up happening was I tried to press him and try to be respectful to get my money back. So first things first, I talked to him. I try to be respectful. I try to be like, yo, bro, let me get my... Nah, bro, I ain't giving it to you. Okay. I try to call my mans to pull up to the park because I was going to run listen. I knew in order for me to sit there and get my money back, I'm gonna have to sit there and run the fade with the dude.
Oh shit.
Hey, yeah, listen, I do not promote violence. I do not promote violence. But I'm gonna let y'all know this. There's nothing. You're gonna learn this lesson. There are some battles that are winning battles and some battles that are losing battles. So understanding that, pick and choose your battles carefully because it can always go left by you not thinking about something. So anyway, I call my mans. My man's is coming up with every single excuse not to show up. We're too far. Da 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 da. By the time you're gonna get there, it's gonna be a little bit too late. Da 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 da. And you gotta handle it yourself. And I told him, I'm not calling them to jump the guy because I have to go. That's not my body. I'm calling them to make sure I don't get hopped.
Word.
I'm gonna explain something to y'all about how New York typically works. Guys typically run in packs. So if his man's, I was smarter. I would have told his man like, yo, bro, he stole from me. Me and him gotta handle this one. And guess what? His man being like, you stole from him. We would have looked at him and said, you got it. That's how typically New Yorkers run. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, you're not gonna sit there and hop a dude if you know you're not gonna sit there and vouch for a dude if you know he's wrong.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know.
I don't know. Not at Tompkins.
Nah,
Maybe at Canal Street.
Fair enough. So long story short, listen, they didn't show up. I had a decision to make, and I made a decision. That was the decision that got me the scene, got me home, and got me home. I ended up getting the money back because my grandmother ended up reimbursing me the bread. But it's like that situation. It's like you will not get over. Listen, you will not get over somebody stealing from you. You feel me?
Word.
Ironically enough, there is a happy ending to this story. It's not me getting the money back, but besides that, years down the line, a similar situation happened to somebody I was playing in a park. I was playing bowling. Guy reached in his bag. He ran the fade. Homie was getting spanked. He pulled the piece out and beat the and was still getting spanked. It was like he had the piece in his hand. He was getting ow, 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 ow. He jumping me, bro. It's only one guy right here.
Yo, with the piece in his hand is crazy.
Right. Then, long story short, one of the guy's buddies seen the video, seen what was going on, and seen he had the piece, and he broke up the fight, and the guy got bopped because of it.
Pistol whipped.
I mean, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube.
I don't know. Yeah, just edit that.
Yeah, fair enough. He got smoked with the piece. The guys, but it's like seeing that situation and how it could have very, very easily went left. Even though I'm not happy about what happened, you can never be happy about what happened. But fortunately for me, the situation could have very easily went left for me if I was not careful. That experience on every single time I go back to Tompkins, I always think about that situation, about what happened. And honestly, I'm not going to sit there. I don't want to sit there. That's not the spot where I want to sit there and spend my time, because I'm grown. I don't got time to sit there and spend time fighting a bum for my money. It is what it is.
You're absolutely right.
All I gotta say is, listen, fellas, learn from me. That same situation will never happen again. I don't walk around with cash like that. So guys, if you're going to the basketball court, use Apple Pay, use your credit card, right? Don't carry any more than $5 in cash. But I'm gonna be honest with you, all the bodegas and all the stores, the neighborhood stores, take Apple Pay.
Yeah.
So you're always gonna have your phone on you. Besides that, never again you learn that lesson the hard way. Some parks, If you don't know the people in that park, be careful about what parts you go to, because some parks, they are really grimy people.
Welcome to New York City.
Welcome to New York. On the brighter side, we gotta talk about, you know what recently dropped?
Starts with a 2.
Ends with a K. NBA 2K25 dropped. See, I don't play video games no more, because I can listen everything in 2K I could do in real life, except for dunk. And double dribble and travel. Best believe I be seeing they be doing moves in 2K. That be all types of illegal. If you do that shit in real life, travel, sir. But bro, you just
2K.
a double hop shot to a triple, bro. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't play. I normally don't play video games either, but ever since this surgery, I've been just in the crib doing nothing, so I started playing video games again. Grabbed up 2K since first time since 2K20 or 2K21, one of those. It's been a little minute. I skipped out on a lot of 2Ks, but I heard this one was gonna be good, so I'm gonna scoop it up.
So
It's pretty decent.
pretty decent. All I gotta say is, now, to respond to my question, do you believe 2K makes you a better hooper? And yes or no?
Hell nah. Like you said, people be doing stuff that on 2K that you can't even do.
My man said did a rhythm dribble, did a speed boost or a rhythm dribble. And you like, yo, this is
They get on the court, dribbling left and right, going nowhere.
Pack them up. See you.
Facts. Like, why am I not getting open?
Because, bro, you did that move on 5 dudes, and the dude knew you was going left to right, so he just timed it.
Exactly.
So, okay, fair. And then, yeah, bro, all I gotta say. Now, I'm gonna sit there and say this. I gotta disagree to a certain extent. I agree with you to a certain extent. Okay, most people, when they're playing 2K, they are not watching 2K to learn how to do dribble moves. So
Some people are.
So, like, for an example, if you notice something, you know what moped is, right?
Moped? The vehicle?
Not a moped, not that moped. Do you know the thing? Or do you know the thing where the guy wears a suit and he has no diddy, a bunch of balls on him that tracks his motion?
Nah. Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name of it. But yeah, I know what you mean.
I think it's like motion action and moped. I'm gonna put the word somewhere. It's gonna be somewhere like right here and something. I'm gonna put when I find it out. So they put the suit on for the game. Yeah. A lot of the moves that they are taught, you can copy. So when you see an in-between the leg dribble move, when a guy doing an in-between the leg dribble move, if you notice something, a slight subtlety into if they're stationary, they will pick up their foot so that way the ball they have space for the ball to get around. You right? I wasn't the first person to notice that. Troy, I hope you see this. I hope you're doing well. Right? My man's was in Chelsea told me, pay attention. If you notice in 2K, when guys do an in-between the legs dribble move from a stationary position, they pick their foot up so the ball has room to get through. Or when they do it behind the back, they actually sit down on the ball. It's certain subtleties about why they do that is because it makes it much more efficient for you to dribble. But if you do a double step back behind the back and put the ball down, best believe you not getting that call. You check. Double step back. Oh.
Travel.
Double dribble. Whatever you want it to be, you call it. For those reasons, I feel that you can learn how to use dribble moves for 2K. But if you're playing 2K and you assume that you're going to get better at basketball, absolutely not, bro. Shoot. You going to sit there, do an in and out dribble, ball going to dribble off your foot, turnover.
Man, you know how many people play 2K and then doodle caca on the court?
I know. I could tell. Shoot. 2K does not translate, bro. Now, my next question is, the follow-up question is, do you feel that playing basketball helped you play 2K?
I think that it could. I've been playing a lot recently. Notice that if you do a pick and roll online against other players, it's almost unstoppable. Like, they do not know what's going on. They don't know what to do in that situation.
Nah, I'm crying. All I gotta say is, you 100% right, but you 100%. But you only gonna start having a problem with somebody when they're using the big, and they start tagging it.
Nah, I mean online like rec mode.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were talking like online play now. You be like pick and roll. Yo, why is he tagging it with the big? Yo, bro, stop playing all ball. Stop playing all ball. You scary.
The bags.
Nah, bro. Bro, I'm explaining something to you, bro. In a sense, it works. I agree with that. The biggest problem with 2K is it's really difficult to disguise your health. It's really difficult to play defense in 2K because if you're playing on 2K and you see in the whole entire court, if I run a pick and roll and you tag from the weak side, I can see that easily.
But you can see the whole core in real life.
Not,
It's the same thing.
not really. Let me explain it to you.
You don't got the goggles, heck. That's why.
Nah, bro. Nah, it's angles. Let me put it this way. This is gonna be a hoop IQ section right quick. If I'm looking this way, right? I'm only gonna see from. We only see in vision cone, so we only see from here to here, right? So when guys who hit guys in the corner throwing no look passes, they knew they was there. So they throwing it to a spot. So if I see your man digging it from the corner, I know that my man is going to be in the corner. That's why if somebody cuts when they're not supposed to, you turn the ball over. 2K is a little bit different because since you can see the whole entire court, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to see the court. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I know what you mean. It is easier, but I'm saying you can see the whole court because how you described, if you know where everyone's at, then you're seeing the whole court. But it's definitely easier on 2K. You got an aerial view.
You have an aerial view. You have a 360. You have three, right? And then whatchamacallit, as long as you don't have you know what, default set that you know what, 2K
Raw prospect.
where you sit there, you look at all over the, where the thing is moving onto the side. Bro, how you see the whole game from here, bro?
On a baseline camera.
Yo, like, fix your camera settings, bro. No wonder you can't see nothing. Shoot, the best one is 2K83.
They got swivel now. It moves. It's always moving, so there's no delay. You know how you turn around, the possession ends, and you got to turn around. It's like a slight delay. With the swivel, there's no delay, but it's hard to use.
Man, all I got to say is 2K I can't play 2K no more because 2K be getting you way too getting me way too tight. How tight I is still laying about the dude in the last segment, 2K be getting me that tight. Like, yo!
You'll sit there, smoke a wide open layup on a fast break.
You miss a wide open layup on a fast break. You have a 99 3 ball, all the shooting badges with boost, and you miss a wide open threes. They don't even give you a green animation, my guy. Yo, what is the point? Shoot, and it don't get me started if you don't know how to rhythm dribble.
Yeah, it's quiet.
You gotta sit there. This is why I'm not a big fan of 2K. You gotta sit there and relearn how to do all the dang. You have to do these dribble moves, and some of them you can't even right. Some of them are you actually have to learn how to work the sticks. Pause. No diddy. Because now a lot of these guys doing this, been playing like this, learn how to do this in 2K15. Now I jumped into 2K20, 2K24. It's quiet for me. With all that being said, tell me how y'all feel about 2K in the comment section below as we get into it. As we get into our next segment. Now for the next segment, I like how we mentioned 2K because sometimes 2K giving people a false sense of confidence when they can sit there and be able to take NBA players. My question for you, Villen, is how many points do you think you can be able to drive into an NBA game?
This depends on a lot of different factors. How many minutes do I get in this game?
You're going to be a starter, so you're going to get about 30 minutes a game.
30 minutes.
You're a first-round pick, so you're going to go through Summer League. You're going to go through training camp. You're going to go through preseason. Then you're going to go to regular season. So it's not like we're dropping you cold. Because if we're dropping you cold in there, if you don't understand rotations and stuff and how fast these guys is moving, you're not going to score.
Yeah.
Realistically, I'm sorry, unless you are actually used to playing against guys who are 6 foot and 7 who are 7 feet tall, your rotations, you're not going to score. You're going to have a difficult time. But you're going to Summer League, you're a first-round draft pick, so you're going through everything a first-round draft pick would went through. And you're also training.
I think I could get 10 points in that scenario.
10 points?
Yeah. 4 for 13 shooting. 2 for 2 of free throws. 0 for 4 from 3. I'm gonna get some leak outs, you feel me, on the fast break.
I don't think that's gonna work, bro. You got You gonna sit there go forever later. You see DeAndre trying to give me that shit.
I'm gonna get a mid-range jumper. I'm gonna get 2-3 mid-range jumpers from pick and rolls, and I'm gonna have like 6 assists.
6 assists.
2 turnovers only.
Only 2 turnovers?
Yeah.
Villen, I'm young with you. My guy. I'm gonna sit there and say the turnover numbers you probably gonna get like 5.
Nah,
Bro.
I'm a floor general. But in 2K, I got 90 pass accuracy.
Yeah, in real
So,
life, you're not
it's
gonna get 90
translate.
pass accuracy. Best believe you throw that, they gonna sit there and realize, oh yeah, we got one. Bait, windmill. Huh.
Nah, but if I go through some of the training camp, all that, I'm gonna be sharp and polished at the top of my game.
Fair enough. I'll say this. I could agree. Listen, I love the confidence. Listen. In my previous episode, I said I could be an NBA player in a 3-point shooting contest or a 3-point shooting game. So I'm not. So who am I to sit there and say Villen cannot score 10 points? Just understand something. Things may be bigger than they appear.
No Diddy.
No. Catch. Realistically, I think I'll average anywhere between 7 and 13 points. Here's the reason why. My major problem is I'm giving up 50. I'm giving up 50. Bro, realistically, there's nobody in the NBA with 5 months of training that I can guard. You feel me?
5 months of training though.
Bro, peak shape, 5 months of training, peak shape.
Good nutrition, a diet, all that.
Let me rephrase that. There's nobody in the NBA who's taller than 6'3" that I can guard because I'm 5'11". Let me put it this way: no matter how talented you are, Kevin Durant. If I get switched on to Kevin Durant, there's nothing I can do.
But even Patrick Beverly couldn't guard Kevin Durant.
Right? If I'm guarding Steph Curry, that
I don't know what that is different.
that's the issue is a lot of with Steph Curry. He no matter how much physical shape that you think you in, you realize how much shape he's in, and you be like, J.R. Smith said Delly almost had to get an IV chasing him around the whole entire game, bro. and the everybody said, yeah, that was no joke. Because imagine you sit there and go,
a lot of people can't keep up with him at all.
Huh,
he never gets tired. No one can keep up with him.
Shoot, ain't that the truth, bro? You mess around, you run through a screen, then you got to run through screens, the illegal screens of Draymond, where Draymond come in there throwing the hip at you. Boop! They never call it because it's the Warriors. Green bean, huh?
Thanks.
Then you gotta deal with him doing tricks of the trade. I remember this so vividly, bro. Steph Curry is getting phase guarded by Marcus Smart. Steph Curry cup checks him. He comes into his body and hit Marcus Smart right in the nuts. Gets separation, gets wide open. 3, bang! I'm like, yo.
It's Warriors basketball.
Listen, I know that's listen. As y'all may or may not know, during in my old time where I'm not filming, where I used to work out and train with hoopers, right? One of the tricks I would tell people is to watch out for is when somebody goes into your body, do a slight punch in the ribs, elbow to the stomach. It seems dirty, but that's just like playoff basketball. Just so that way you can be mindful of that, so you know what's going on, what he's doing.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, boop, comes around, bang, hit Marcus right in the groin. Everybody's like, oh, he flopped. No, he didn't. He wished he did. Right, got hit in the nuts. And then hit a 3. Bang. Damn, was on the road to 43 that game. I remember that so vividly. Then you got Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, I may explain something to you. I'm going to explain something to you about how NBA level defenses typically work. NBA level defenses, they don't expect you to shut these guys down. They expect you to sit there and master and stick to the game plan.
Yeah.
So translation, if I'm playing against James Harden, speaking of Harden, I just filmed the film study for James Harden, so I can't wait for that to drop. So if y'all watching this and y'all watch this far ahead, y'all gonna have a preview about what I'm dropping. Or what I don't know how I'm in the process of editing, so I don't know how I'm gonna handle it, but you get the point. James Harden, you're not gonna sit there and guard him in a one-on-one. What ends up happening is, as a point of attack defender, your responsibility, shade him to his left or right hand, and don't give up step backs.
Nope.
And you live with the results. But the problem is, where he gets you and he becomes a problem is, if your hand is not where it's supposed to be, And you get mad, you argue with the brother, yo, bro, he's grabbing me. Bro, do you know what darn well that he's been doing this all season long? And he's been getting the call all season long. Why are you still guarding him that same way?
I don't understand.
Shoot, the problem is, when he's in the playoffs, he don't get them calls. But that's neither here nor there. So with all that, I sit there and say this: when I'm playing, if I get prime level nutrition, prime level training, and I'm training, and I'm at the peak of my career, 7 to 13 points is doable because I look at it like this: I have a template about what I have to do to get buckets. But Patty Mills, as a template, is a good template to have because he's quick, he gets to his spots relatively well, he moves without the basketball, he sets his feet, he's always on balance. And if you play up on him, he's so quick, he gets in the lane relatively quickly. And he has good touch around the rim. So for a player like that, it makes being an undersized guard easy. I'm not sitting there saying I'm going to be Fred VanVleet and giving guys 30. Sorry. 19-9. But I generally believe Patty Mills as a template makes the transition a little bit easier. As I always say, let me know in the comment section below about how y'all feel about the segment. With that, let's get back to the act. Let's continue. You had the option to play for $1 million. I'm sucking it. What? Damn.
Oh, nah.
Nah. Shout out to that podcast. That was funny. For $1 million, you had to play one NBA player in a one-on-one. Who would you pick and why?
I'm picking DeAnthony Melton because on 2K he's trash. No, I'm kidding.
At DeAnthony Melton, the other thing he could take you for your check. No, hey yo, bro, we're not one-on-one. Nah, chill.
Nah, I think I'm gonna pick Tyus Jones only because we the same height.
Tyus Jones? That's interesting.
Yeah, and like he can't shoot over me because we the same height, so it's like
Yes, he can.
it's more of an even. Nah.
All I gotta say is, Villen,
You got to shoot through me.
he can't. That's what he's finna do.
That's what you got to do, not over me though.
I'm gonna give you.
My hands gonna be right there.
I'm gonna explain something to you, bro. You gonna laugh at me for saying this? If he's able to get a shot off on guys who are 6'8", he's able to get a shot over you.
He doesn't get it over them. He guess it. He just guess it.
Yeah. Fair enough. So Tyus Jones is a good pick. So the other issue is he's fat. I think one of the biggest things that we often gets lost in the sauce is these guys are fast as.
Nah, he's definitely fast.
Them playing at our pace or them playing in slow motion, we may struggle with that.
But since it's for $1 million, right? I get a year and a half training. Fair enough, right?
Yeah, fair enough. But I'll give you as much time as possible because I'm gonna be real with you. It was even as much time as possible. Even you at 100%, you would need a year and a half training to even compete.
Thanks. But I definitely could.
I'm not gonna sit there and bash people and bash people's confidence because guess what? You never know. And I'm the first person to say this, bro. Everybody treats the NBA players as a name and not a title. You know what that means?
What?
People assume that they're good because they're in the NBA, not because people assume that they're good and better than them because they're in the NBA and they're in the NBA. Not they're in the NBA because they're good or somebody thinks they're good. So, like for an example, it was Patrick Ewing Jr.
I didn't even know he had a son.
He did. He was on the Knicks.
Oh, I remember now. He was like a small forward.
Right? He was like, yeah, bro. All I gotta say was he played in the NBA. A lot of it. He would listen. When people get on Bronny James for being a nepo baby, he wasn't the first one, and he ain't gonna be the last one.
Yep.
But Patrick Ewing Jr. is like, or Scottie Pippen Jr. They are talented players, but it's hard to say without a shadow of a doubt that they aren't in the position that they're in because who their parents are. So you saying that the NBA players you coming in there believing NBA players are gonna cook you because they're in the NBA doesn't really work because there's some guys who sit there and because if they have that mentality with playing you're gonna win a lot of games. Now, the player who I would want to play for like $1 million, believe it or not, I would actually believe it or not, if I have to get a win, I would probably play like Patty Mills.
Patty Mills.
You want to know why I say Patty Mills? Because at least I can handle 5'11", my height, fast, and can shoot. I cannot handle 6'8", athletic, can shoot.
Yeah, it's bad.
There is nothing I can physically do when I play against somebody who's 6'8". I can sit there, be strong, hold my positioning, and be low and be pesky. But besides that, if I'm not used to playing against guys who are bigger and stronger than me, best believe I'm gonna go up for a layup and get my punched. They're gonna sit there and let me get one. They're gonna let me get 1, 2 or jump shots, and now they're gonna actually jump for it. That's why I say I'd rather play like Patty Mills.
So what's your strategy for playing a faster player that can shoot?
If you're playing against a guy who's a really good shooter, you can gap. You use a gap in, or you have To anybody who doesn't know what a gap in is, I'm gonna put a picture of a gap in like right here. You give him a gap in, you play the jump. You play a jump shot. That means he's either gonna sit there and blow by you, right? I'm gonna use a right-handed gap in because he's gonna try to blow by me right. If he blows by me right, I'm gonna hollow out and try to cut him off. But the problem is he's fast as you know what, and it ain't gonna be easy, right?
Definitely.
The other way is, right? He's gonna blow by me going left. That's one option. So that's if I force him right. The other way is you force him left. Now if I force him left, his separation moves is gonna be a pain in the you know what to guard, because if you pay attention, right, most pro trick. Normally I say these for film studies, but y'all getting this today. Be thankful to Villen. It's a lot easier to shoot going to your left hand as a right-handed shooter than it is going to your right.
Well, fact.
So if I do an escape dribble going left, it's a lot easier for me to line up and get my feet set and shoot the ball, rather than if I do an escape dribble going right, because now I gotta sit there, I have to plant my feet, I have to turn the line in the air, and I have to sit there and remain on balance all the way through the shot. So realistically, it's going to be a tough matchup regardless, and I will have to sit there and train explosive training and train quickness and stuff. But it will be a matchup I would want to have. With that being said, who do you believe are the top 5 hoopers in the street ball space?
I cannot put an order to it, but I'm gonna just say my 5. So Nesco.
Yep.
Rob.
Yep.
Friga. Yo, Friga's a beast.
I mean, bruh.
Once he gets his shot going,
it's quiet.
Step back, side steps, misdirections. He's hitting it all, and he's big. No diddy.
Friga, when he first left college, to now, he's a completely different player.
Yeah.
He's been in the lab, and to that, I can respect that. But I'm looking at Friga. You know what? That's another player who I actually want to play. I have a whole list of players who I actually want to play in a 1-on-1. Friga is one of them. Chris Dunn is one of them because I took a picture with him, and it will be dope. It would be dope to sit there and get right. If I could sit there and play him in a 1-on-1, right? Just to have everything come back in full circle.
Right.
So if Chris Dunn sees this, actually I can't even tag him because his page is private. But if Chris Dunn, if you ever see this, bro, listen. I hope you do. Listen, bro. You were a good dude, and I genuinely hope that everything works out with you in Utah, and hopefully we can get a 1v1. I know I'm gonna lose 11%, but best believe I'm gonna keep on going at you.
Bro.
I'm gonna make you work 1% harder every single time.
For a total of 11%.
11%
work for them.
I mean, listen, hey, bro, I had to go 10% this possession. No, I understand how talented he was. I can gauge how nice he was when he was in college. Feel me?
Yeah.
Him, Nate is another one. His teammate. Both of them were raw. I'm not trying to name drop, but I played against a couple of guys who was on that basketball team, and I will tell you this much: he's legit. He's legit. But I don't
take your word for it.
But I don't know it's hard. It's you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So you said Nesco, you said Rob, you said Frigga.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go Fombi. And for the last one, I think I'm gonna go B. Ellis.
Oh, so he's another one I would like to play in the 1-on-1 too.
Where
All right.
lefty is different.
If this channel gets to 100K subscribers and you're healthy, I'm best believe I'm gonna collab with these creators and play them in one, and we gonna play them in ones.
That would be dope.
That's a bet.
Where?
My top 5. The first one I gotta go is Nitty.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good pick.
If you are endorsed by Damian Lillard, bro, you are real. If you ever watch him play in the Bulls live games and all the events, his biggest role is whatever his team needs him. And that's why he always is a great player and he's always a problem. That and he gave Denzel Valentine 40. Do you realize that he right? And anybody who sat there said, "Oh, Denzel Valentine wasn't playing serious." For the first one he was.
Nice.
Now the last one he was getting cooked.
And he ended his career low key.
Like, bro. My man's came in there was going crazy on this man. He was like, he gave him 40. I would do a film breakdown on the video, but I don't know if Bulls Life would do some. I don't own the video, and if Bulls Life claim it, I'm gonna be upset. I'll tell you this: Nitty is tough. That's number 1. Nesco. When I did the first film study of Nesco, you could tell if somebody's don't belong in the same court as you.
Yeah.
He made Stephon look like he didn't belong in the same court as him.
It get nasty.
Listen, there's a sign whenever you play in basketball, when you're getting cooked, and they talking to you, and they're telling you how to guard him. Go, man. He said to me with some crazy shit. he looked defeated. So when I seen that, I was like, yeah, bro. He's about. In all honesty, if you watch that 1-on-1, if Nesco really wanted to, he could have beat him 30-4. That would have surprised me. So I have Nitty, Rob. If you watch Rob play, he has Trae Young's range. He's strong as you know what, and he's quick as you know what. So when a lot of it, he makes the game so simple. Like Rob is a perfect example about keeping the game simple. You shade him left, he's gonna go do a step back to his left, and you cannot contest it. If you shade him right, he's gonna go hard to the cup.
Yep.
If you play off him, he's gonna burn it. And if you don't guard him from the volleyball line, you're gonna burn it. So like, if you don't got the requisite, what happened?
I say he's so tough to guard.
As I said, if you don't got the requisite quickness to guard him, guess what?
Cooked.
It's gonna be bad for you. Nas.
Yeah, I can see that.
Nas got a football player built. He's a general big guard you for a reason. It'd be so funny. I'm watching it. He's playing Uncle Scoop in a 2-on-2. He moved Uncle Scoop out the way. He said, "Move, little." He used to hit him with, "Move, little." I'm like, yo, this dude is on X Games mode.
Where, yo, he's a running back.
He has a football player built. He's strong. He can shoot. He's one of those guys who's a hard matchup to guard. But the last slot is kind of challenging because you got Austin Mills, who's talented, but I don't think Austin Mills, Slim, and Duke Dennis, anybody from the Bulls like East Coast squad, I immediately write them off because when you watch them play in the 5v5 runs, they typically get clapped.
For the most part.
When they go up against guys who are at their skill level, they get clapped. So they're out. Isote is a streaky shooter, right?
Yeah. And he's another one that does too much sometimes.
I always sit there and say this. I think it's a combination with guys who have handles. They all have a bad habit of doing way too much.
Trying to get that highlight.
It's a fact. And sometimes all it is bounce out, go. Bounce out, go. Bombi, I love his game. I don't want to seem like I'm me writing out here.
Yeah, it's okay, bro. It's a safe space.
Bombi is tough. Frigga is tough. I can see why you put Frigga in your top 5. He's really real. Devin the Lab is maybe. It's tough. Day-Day.
He's still tough, yeah. He got bad tricks too. Like,
it's the truth.
And he could shoot from anywhere too.
Like Day-Day.
Drive on you.
Uncle Scoop. Uncle Scoop is not in this conversation.
Nah.
As talented as Uncle Scoop is, Getting skunked by Rob is crazy work. When you watch Uncle Scoop play, it's like he's talented, he can play, but when you're down 7-zip, you start to press. And what ends up happening is sometimes you need to take an easy shot and not the first shot and get on top of the board. And what ends up happening is he got scraped. Belt.
Exactly.
Right?
Donut.
I mean, there's nobody from team off the. There's nobody from off the dribble. Cause I mean, bro, the guys from off the dribble was blowing on. Bro, on everything. Shout out for them for allowing me to use their content. I'm watching the videos. The guy, like, if you watch the Turf Wars, their representative, I swear, their representative was just there to get the guys a free win. Bro, they was boosting stats, bro. You see my film study clips?
Yeah, for sure.
Ain't no way Rob hit 2 in a row, and you are a pro hooper, and you not out here hard contesting these. You know what?
Nah, maybe they just gave up so they could be like, nah, I wasn't even trying.
There's a word for that, but I'm going to
Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry.
Even worse. But you know what? We call that being sorry. And even then, the guys were talented. And I honestly feel they would have sat there and would have locked in and communicated. Because let me put it this way, bro. On everything I'm watching everything. Those guys were doing more playing against each other than playing with each other. They're like, yo, let me get my we losing anyway. Let me get my highlights in. Sure enough, the one dude caught a bang out. I'm like, oh. But besides that, they was both looking sorry.
Shit, damn shame.
Anyway, but let me see. It's on the 5th one, right?
Yeah, you got one more.
Ty doesn't. I don't like putting bigs in this, so Ty doesn't count. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna say Mike Harden.
Mike Harden and stuff.
Even though he lost to Cam, there's a reason why he's in the G League.
Yeah.
He's a perfect example of everything that he can do with his right hand. Of a play. If y'all to the young players who are watching this clip, Mike Harden is a player that you should emulate. He can shoot. He can get to the rim. He can finish with either hand. He can shoot floaters, and he keeps his game relatively simple. He don't do too much. And honestly, he's a no nonsense. He's not a high nonsense type player. J. Lou is not in the list because J. Lou has a bad habit. Like you can get physical with him, right? But you can sit there, get handsy and get physical with him and get him frustrated.
That's true.
Fambi is very streaky. And sometimes Fambi has a bad habit of taking shots that he doesn't need to take.
For sure.
Like, bro, like Fambi can.
But they be going in though.
They going in. But when Fambi could be on a run, shooting on platform, and he would take a right-footed 3 and miss it. I'm like, bro, why would you do that? Like,
yeah.
Let's see, and Frigga. I have Fambi and Frigga on the outside looking in.
I see that. I respect that.
That's fair. Listen, there's no stain on those guys, except for the guy on the guys on off the dribble. Yo, come on, bro. That was pathetic. Yo, bro, come on. That day got me tight, bro. Not the people who run off the dribble. The guys, the off the dribble team. Like, bro, I'm watching this. I'm watching this. I'm like, bro, these guys. I'm looking at the clips. I'm looking at bad effort. They were letting guys getting catch and shoots and shoot arounds. I'm like, bro, do you not watch film, bro?
No film. They need a coach.
They need to watch the podcast.
Yeah.
You know Rob can shoot, right? You're not gonna sit there and contest his jump shot. You looking at him? That got me. That defensive effort got me so mad, bro. It got me questioning my existence. All right. Now speaking of it, which platform is your favorite to watch? There is Rico Hines. There is Chris Johnson Hoops. There's Home Team Hoops. There's the next chapter. There is Bowler's Life. There's Off the Dribble. From all the streetball platforms, which one you prefer the most?
If I want to learn something, I go Chris Johnson Hoops. But if I want just pure entertainment, I'll watch I watched the 1v1s on Next Chapter.
I could respect that.
Yeah.
Sadly, I watch all their 1v1s on mute.
Well, that's 50% of what makes the video entertaining.
Yeah, listen, I don't got time for grown ass men to be throwing around the B word to people they barely know.
Yeah, they get pretty disrespectful on that.
Also, and speaking of the top 5, we forgot about Hezzy God, but I forgot about him for a reason.
Yeah, nah. I could be Hezzy God 101.
I'm crying.
Yeah, you could set that up.
My man, I
For
could
2
be
years.
Hezzy God in a 1-on-1. All I gotta say, bro, unless you got 20 bands to play that guy,
I'm gonna get it.
he said, "Hey, bro, all I gotta say is,
And I'll win 40.
all I gotta say is, I will set that up if I have when I'm at 1 million subscribers and I can afford to sit there and pay 20 bands. You gotta beat you." The biggest problem is Hezzy God is a big dude.
Alright, that's why I'm gonna train. I'm gonna get in the LeBron James program. Germany. When I come back from Germany, I'm gonna have grown. I'm gonna be 6 feet tall.
You're gonna be 6 feet tall, 220,
220.
solid. You be like, yo, looking like
You're
a new
gonna be
villain.
like, what happened? What regimen did you do? I'm gonna say you gotta go to Germany. That's what doctor.
Nah,
A
I'm gonna be honest with you.
nutritionist.
My biggest issue with Hezzy God, besides the incident that happened in Off the Dribble, which we're not gonna get into detail about. Whenever he plays against Nitty, he always loses. And whenever he plays against who else? And whenever he plays
We're talking 1v1.
huh? 1v1 and 5v5. And the problem with Hezzy God is, it's like when you watching him playing 5v5, you know he's gonna sit there and score 16 points.
Gonna lose though. And he lost to the I'm 40 guy. I don't know his name. I think he's like Ant1 promo, something
and
like
one
that.
promo. Shout out to him. Respect. Shout out New York. Rep New York. Keep doing your thing. And1 promo.
Yeah.
Right.
He lost in 5v5.
Like I'm gonna crack a joke. He's 40. And1 shout out at And1 promo. If you see this video, I'm gonna tag you in this. Yo, you gotta share. You gotta share to the people your workout plan, because there's no way somebody who's 40 is moving as well as you do, bro. Keep going, bro. But like he lost the Ant1 promo in a 5v5. Let me say this: when you're playing against real talent, the cream rises from the top. So like, you know what? We can't use cream. No did. We can't use cream. We can't be using cream anymore because didn't use it all. All right. The guys who are very talented, the talent always rises to the top, and it always shows itself. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of content on the next chapter and streetball platform, like Off the Dribble, Home Team Hoops, all of them. Stay tuned, because as long as they don't do anything crazy, I'll be doing breakdowns on these videos. We gotta talk about my favorite segment. Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. Yeah, getting bodied by a singing.
Yeah.
Twitter fingers. And boy, oh boy. As what young man say? These haters say, on my body, shake 'em all, shake 'em all.
Yeah.
Okay. First clip. On Cam foul bidding against Antoine. Raziel Garcia said, the question I asked is, who do you think is the best at getting to the free throw line? I posted a picture of Joel Embiid. Raziel Garcia, my main man Raziel Garcia, was like, Houston Harder was getting to the free throw line, getting 15 plus free throws a game. He ain't wrong there.
He ain't.
You breathe on him wrong. Boop!
Yeah, he was drawing so much fouls they changed the rules.
I can agree with that. This is right. 8789 goes, that's why he's dangerous, with a flexing emoji. On the video, Troy Brown playing to contact. Oh, so that's another good player, Troy Brown.
Yeah, that's a lefty, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh yeah, he cooked Cam.
Got the haters on my body, shook them off.
Come on.
All right, now we're gonna go over at M3333C. The production here is awful. LMAO. My response, there was the New York response and the professional response. You know what I gave him?
What you give him?
The professional response. Thanks for your view and your critique. Thanks for your view and the critique.
I would have gave him the New York response. FOH.
Is it FOH?
Yeah.
Nah, my man's not. You'd have out of through the Frank. Niggas out of through the Frank. But I can't. Nah, I gotta be respectful. To a certain extent. Honestly, to anybody who has an issue with the production quality, I'm gonna explain something to you. Every major business or every major podcast started from somewhere. My video is that if you do not like the quality of my videos, understand something. My quality of my videos is not going to be the same forever. They're gonna slowly improve because the edit, like how I edit the videos a month ago and how I edit my videos today is completely different. I'm constantly working to improve on my editing and my video quality, and a lot of my changes is going to start to happen when I sit there and start getting monetized, and I start getting paid for my channel. Because now, when I start getting paid for my channel, I can reallocate the assets into the channel. But as of right
That's
now,
what people don't understand.
People assume when the videos first drop, it's going to be like Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast been doing this for like 20 years, bro. Like I'm capping, like 10 years, bro.
Yeah.
So like, and I put 1,000 on it. Mr. Beast's content wasn't to the quality and as big as it was today as it was 10 years ago as it was today. So to anybody who has an issue with the production quality, understand something. I'm going to always improve, and I'm always going to make improvements on my videos and on my content. Because if you know something, prior to all my other videos previously, I'm adding background music. Wasn't really doing that prior to. So with that being said, Villen, you do the honor say W take or L take.
I'll take.
Feel me? L take. Right? We really didn't get that many new comments that we want to discuss. But I'll tell you this, bro. Thank y'all for all the comments, the good ones and the bad ones, because they all a part of life. The bad ones keep you humble. The good ones, keeps you going.
For sure.
That's an M3333C. Hey, bro.
Get a life.
Get a life. I hope you drop a YouTube. You have your own YouTube channel. So that way, I hope you create a YouTube channel. So that way you get an understanding about everything, how hard everything really is. And then when that happens, I'm gonna comment on yo. You know what? Talking. You know what? Nigga, he's going to look at his comment section. Trash. Quit.
Every comment.
Nigga said dislike. Screw your analytics.
Word.
That would be so petty. I'm not gonna hold you. Imagine you sit there, open up a YouTube channel, and every single time you see a dislike on all your videos,
Word. As soon as you drop it, 2 seconds later.
dislike, quit, and hit the trash can emoji.
Thanks.
But all jokes aside, man, I've listened, bro. Shout out also. For the first comment, for the love of God, for God so loved the world that he gave his begotten son. We gotta give that a W take.
Yeah, for sure.
Jesus, listen, bro. I can do Philistines 3:16. I can do anything. I can do everything through Christ who strengthens me.
Amen.
Amen. All right, bro. Appreciate y'all. Now we gotta go with the wrap up. Villen, I want to thank you as always for being on the podcast. Listen, bro. We're gonna go into details and stuff. Off cameras, but I'm gonna say this, man. I really appreciate you for being on the podcast and helping me out. You don't.
You already, bro.
Right? You don't understand that. You don't understand how much it actually helps, because I'm gonna be real. It's hard, right? This is a whole entire process. I'll tell I'm Villen. Is there anything you want me to promote?
Not at the moment, no, not really.
All right, as I always say at the beginning, go follow Coach Matthew Segara. Go follow him on TikTok and on Twitter. Follow Villen Too Loco. That's all the main ones, right?
Yeah.
And also go show up to his YouTube channel. Villen ! And also go show love to the next chapter, because a lot of the next chapter and Off the Dribble, even though I may be hard on them, those guys constantly post great content. And if you really want to sit there and write, they're really changing the game. I'm gonna be honest with you. Without the next chapter, prior to the next chapter and prior to, if it wasn't for me, the next chapter, I'll be doing film study about YouTubers shooting airballs. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, we don't gotta say no names.
We ain't gotta say no names. But honestly, listen, to the people of the next chapter, to Devontae Frigga, to Cam So Smooth, to all the guys who we mentioned in this video, I wish nothing but wealth, health, and success to all y'all. Right? I hope 2014 leads to many growths for everybody in this space. Cause I always sit there and say this, bro. There's enough space for all of us to eat.
Sure enough.
As long as y'all don't claim my videos, then there's a dub for that. But on the real, thank y'all for tuning into the 2434 podcast. Yo, Villen, you want to do the honors, or I gotta do the honors?
I got you, man.
Like, share, subscribe. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know the drill. Now, I'm going live.
We turn down.